Hello and welcome to Camp Legend. This week we are starting off with a new theme of legends. So I'm really excited about some of the stories that are lined up for this week as well as the activities. So even before we jump into any of that, I want to just get everyone all on the same page and really just talk about what is a legend. So a legend is a story that is created about a certain person or place. And these legends are often used as a way to explain history or explain the lives of people. Most are based in fiction, which means that they're not necessarily true, but that some are also nonfiction, and that means that it's based on real facts, events, and people. Legends are usually about people who are famous or are known for being important and doing something really well, or maybe they inspired and impacted the lives of others. And that there are just so many different ways to describe a legend, but for our Legend Week, we're really going to be focusing in on protector, legacy, and spirit as our defining factors of what a legend is. So that's just kind of what a legend is in a broad sense. So it could be a story, it could be something that's true, it could be something that's made up, but it tells a story about something. And so if we dig into those three things about a legend, the protector, the spirit, and the legacy, let's talk a little bit about those because we're going to kind of be revisiting these throughout the week. And I just want to make sure we're all on the same page in how we're describing these things. So let's talk about the protector first. A protector is a story or person that is just really fascinating. They have a lot of charisma. They often support and help people in finding their way, and they're usually known as motivating people. They influence others and just really include everyone. When we're talking about a legend as a legacy, it's about a story or person that is established and really passes something down that lasts through generations and leaves a big impact on others. And these legacy legends are usually, they're remembered, they're respected, and known as being courageous. In the spirit part of being a legend is often described as like a story or person that is just someone is aspiring for more. They're strong, they're fierce, but they will always be by your side. They're leaders and they're team players, but they walk their own path. But along that path, they will always help others. So if we are looking at the book The Salt in His Shoes and we're thinking about legends, what type of legend would you say Michael Jordan is in this story? Would he fit the role of the protector, legacy, or spirit? As I was thinking about it, I thought he kind of fit the role of legacy, as far as how he's recognized by many people and remembered, and has left an impact on so many young men and even women as far as being involved in basketball and really pushing themselves to do their best. That's just my thoughts on it. That doesn't mean that you don't feel that he might fit more into a protector or a spirit role. So for our story today, we've read Salt in His Shoes about Michael Jordan. And I think that Michael Jordan can probably be considered one of those great legends in basketball history as far as his influence that he's had on many people and just how he had to work really hard. He never gave up to be successful and be one of the greatest basketball players of our time. And so, for our activity today, we're going to use that theme of basketball to do a Breakout EDU game. So this week, I'm going to be giving you a lot of choice in your activities because I think that's a quality of legends, that they choose their path, they choose which way they're going to go and how they're going to carry out things to make that impact on others. So I want you to have a lot of that choice as far as what you are doing for your activities. So for our breakout activity today, I have a basketball themed game, and this is kind of targeted for those who are in maybe 3rd through 6th grade. That doesn't mean that if you're younger you can't do that. It doesn't mean if you're older you can't do that. Everyone approaches breakout games in a different way. And if you've never done a breakout game, I'm so excited because I love them and I love the challenges that come from them. And really what a breakout game is if you think like an escape room, kind of for the classroom. So we're not locking anyone in a room and and you have to solve clues that would normally get locks off of a box, but because we're doing this digitally, we're going to be entering our codes into a Google form. So I have our Get Your Head in the Game, Breakout EDU game that you can go ahead and try. But if you're having a hard time with it, or maybe it's too easy for you, if you go to the Breakout EDU website, they have other games that you can try out. So I want everyone to have a chance to pick a game that is at their level and that they feel that they're challenged and that they have to really think and work, but not be overly challenged where you're frustrated and you want to walk away from it. So maybe depending on what grade you're in, you want to start with the Get Your Head in the Game, Breakout EDU game, or go to the website, pick one that's more at your level, and then record your results on the daily roll call for today. Let us know how you did, which game you played. And like I said, it's okay if you don't do the Get Your Head in the Game basketball game. The thing is that I really want you to do today is to do the breakout game. I want you to really challenge your mind, really think critically about how you would solve some of these puzzles. Because some of them you'll find out that the answer is right in front of you, but you have to think about how you're going to solve the answer. So the Get Your Head into the Game Breakout EDU game is not set up through the Breakout EDU website, and that you will have to go through a Google form to get your links for the clues. So when you get to the form, it will look something like this. When you scroll down, you put in your name and your grade, and then hit next, and then you are brought to the first clue. So it will give you a link right here as far as how you get to your first clue. And this time, when you click on this, it will force you to make a copy. So you will need a Google Drive account for this. So when you make a copy of that file, you will see something that looks like this. It will give you directions, and then if you click on the second slide, you'll see that there are books on the side and that you will need to sort those books to start solving your clue. So once you have your answer, you put it in here and hit next, and you'll work through each of your clues like that, depending on whatever information it gives you. And it might force you to make copies of that Google document, maybe a slideshow or things like that. Each clue is different. So just be aware that you will need a Google account in order to do this. So when you get to the end of the game, you'll see the game over title. You'll need to make sure that you hit the submit button down at the bottom in order to submit all of your answers. So if you decide to do one of the Breakout EDU games on the website, they have a whole page called Fun at Home, and this is where you can explore a lot of different games at different levels, and they're all free. So if you just scroll down the page, you'll see they have it broken up into different categories. There's K2, and they have a bunch of different games for kindergartners through second graders, a bunch for third through fifth grade, and 6th through 8th. And so you can tell there's lots of different options for you guys to choose from. And even if you're one of the older students doing Camp Legend and you find some of those easy, you can even try some of the ones for 9 through 12. So you have lots of different options. Feel free to try those out. They're all different and they all work in different ways. So I hope you have fun exploring those and finding something that fits what you would like to learn about. I hope you have fun with the game today. And I'm excited for you to come back tomorrow as we continue our Legends Week. Have a great day.